Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of my craft room makeover. If you guys watched my previous video, I actually showed you guys how I stain and also assemble my Ikea Eva units. And this is currently how it looks like, which I think it looks pretty good in my opinion considering it is my first time staining. So yeah. If you recall in my previous video, I did mention about not adding shelvings here, but for some apparent reason, I ended up checking out an additional two shelvings. So yeah, this ended up here now. I am also thinking of installing some knobs on the doors and handles for the drawers as well. But I am still thinking whether I should because I really don't want to mess up the drilling. So we'll see how it goes. But I guess for now, I think I will just sort out this mess here first and figure out if I still want to attempt to install some knobs and handles later. So I decided to get the handles and also the knobs. So I thought I'd just quickly unbox this to show you guys how it looks like before I install it on. So this is how the knob one looks like. Let me just show you here. It's just a simple knob. And then for the handles, I actually got 6 of them. Wait, I actually only have 5 drawers, but yeah, so now I have 1 extra. But I already opened one actually, so let me just see which. Yeah, so this one I've already opened, and this is how it looks like. So the handles are gonna look something like this. Hopefully it looks good. I think it looks good. And then for the knobs, I have this gonna be here on both sides. I still need to figure out how to drill the holes properly, so I guess in the meantime I will just continue organizing all my other stuff first, and I'll come back to this again. It looks so good. So I'm finally done with my craft room, and this is how it looks. I am pretty happy with how it turned out, but this actually took me a while to actually get this film, because I did procrastinated on installing the handles and the knobs there that you see. But I finally got it done. So yeah, I'm finally able to film for you guys my craft room tour. So first up, I'm going to show you guys this door here, which has some tool shelving in there. I basically keep like my acrylic gouache paints in here, and I also have like a bunch of cutters that I have, and also some miscellaneous items that I store. So that's all I have for this section here. For this clip-on tray, I believe initially when I went to Ikea, they did have one on display, but it was not this clip-on tray. It was a different clip-on tray that they actually showed on their display model, and that one actually didn't really fit in this shelving, because every time when I would close the door, it would not close because of the bumps there. So I found this clip-on tray instead that sort of works, although it is a bit smaller, but it does help me to get some extra space in my shelving here. So that's the first section of my cabinet, and then at the bottom we actually have two drawers here, which the first drawer here is basically where I store all of my stationery stuff, and also I have some washi tapes here, and this is actually for my printer cap, and then I have some polymer clay items that I used to make for fun back then. So yeah, I kept it here. I had some cute ones that I made, which is this orange here, which I thought was really cute, and I also have this little cat as well. And then in this second drawer here, I basically have all of my beading and also my jewelry items that I used to make like things like my earrings, and I also have some necklaces that I will show you later. But yeah, this is basically where I store all of my beading items. And then down here, basically, they are just bigger items that I use to store in this cart. I have this is actually a portable fan, and just some miscellaneous items that were too big to store in the drawer, so I stored them in this cart. And I mentioned this in my previous video as well. The reason why I actually decided to put a cart here is because I have a wall point plug behind there, if you can see. So that's why I left this section here open, so that I can easily access the wall point plugs. Because otherwise, if I were to add another drawer at the bottom, I will end up covering the wall point plugs, and I won't be able to use them. So that's why I decided to just put this cart here. So underneath my workstation table, I actually have two cabinets right here. One is the mom cabinet, which I actually have it from my previous home, so I brought it over when I actually moved over. But this one I actually bought it new from Ikea as well. This one I believe is from like their gaming series, so that's why you will see that the cabinet looks a bit gamer-ish vibes. Yeah, so this one I got this one because at the back there is a section where you can actually put in your like your socket or wiring behind it. So that's why I got that one. But then after that, I realized that the workstation table actually already has like a netting at the top here that has a section for me to actually put in my extension plugs. So I didn't ended up using the one that came with this cabinet. Also have a small little section here for you to put like your earphones or things like that. And then there's a small little opening here, which I use it to put my paper cutter. And then in the first drawer here, I actually store all of my notebooks, so nothing interesting in this drawer. And the second drawer is actually empty for now. And then on this side for the mom drawer, this one I actually use to store all my miscellaneous items. I have some packaging materials, but the rest are basically all like really miscellaneous items that I don't really use often, so those goes into this drawer, and the same goes for the bottom here as well. So then on top of my workstation table, I have one extra shelving here, which worked out great because I'm now able to put all my jewelry items here, and also my speakers here as well. This speaker, I had it for a very long time. This one actually works. I use it more of like a Bluetooth speaker, so I can easily just connect my phone to this speaker. And I usually, while I'm working, I will usually listen to a podcast or listen to some music from this speaker through my phone. And then here, you'll see that I have a lot of my jewelry that I actually made. And I bought this and also this from a China seller in Shopee, and I think it looks great. This necklace holder also has a back section here, so I thought it was really good, so that when I have more jewelry pieces in the future, I can still stack them at the back as well. So at the bottom here, I just have a monitor stand that is from Ikea as well. They have a small little drawer here which I use to store all of my stationeries. And then at the top here, I mainly got this because I wanted to use this for when I'm doing my craft work and I want to watch some shows on the laptop or the iPad. Then I will just use this monitor stand for that. And over at the end of my workstation table, I have this Ikea trolley. I believe this color is really discontinued, but I really love this color. I have two of this, so I have another one that's outside on my office area. But yeah, I thought the color was so good that I decided to get another one for my craft room as well. Before, this trolley was stacked up with a lot of things, but currently now I managed to move some items into my new cabinets, and so that's why now you are seeing that the trolley is kind of empty right now. I do have some items at the top layer here, which is mainly my brushes that I have. And recently I've been picking up crocheting. These are all the crochet hooks that I have, and I put it in this container here. And then I have a waste bin here. I use it to actually throw things on the go, especially when I'm doing crocheting or when I'm doing my beading work. I usually just throw all of my waste items in here, so that's easier. And then moving on to this next Ikea cabinet here. This one I actually have 3 drawers, and also one open space at the bottom here, and also one open space at the top here. So this top part here, I actually mounted my pegboard in. You will see that actually at the top there, I actually mount them in from the top because I'm not in favor of drilling holes and peg them to the wall. So that's why I decided to just peg them to this wood panel here. So on my pegboard here, I basically put all of my outline markers here, and also some of my Posca markers here. And on this side here, I basically have a lot of my pliers and things like that, which I basically use a lot for my jewelry making. That's all here. And then in the first drawer here, this drawer is actually empty right now. I only use the second and the third drawer out of the 3. And in this second drawer here, again, you will see that it's mostly stationery again. I put in all of my markers, my colored markers in here. And then on this area here, I basically store my tripod stand for my filming. And then in here, I basically have like some buttons and things like that. This is actually for my crocheting items. And then here in this section here, this one I have all of my glues, and this one is actually my UV resin that I have. And then in here I have, I think, my journaling cards. Yeah, my journaling cards I have stored in here, in this container. And then I also have like some scrap yarn that I want to use for stuffing if I need to. So that's for my second drawer. And then for my third drawer here, basically I store all of my prop materials. These one I actually use for when I'm trying to take photos for my products. So I use this as props, so I have them all here. And then down here you will see I have like some wire sticks. So because currently now I'm into crocheting and I've been trying to do some crochet flowers, so I bought some of this to actually make those crochet flowers. And then I also have some filling here. So this one I actually use it for crocheting as well. I have some fabrics here that I keep at the side here. I basically only use these fabrics for when I'm doing beading. So yeah, so that's it for my drawers. And at the bottom here, I basically just have like some scrap color papers and also some stickers that I bought in the past. So those are all here. And then I think this one I have my glue sticks here. And then I have like some UV lamp here, and this storage bin, I actually use it to store my work in progress crochet projects at the moment. So yeah. And then beside this IKEA cabinet, I have these two bins here. So these bins here is basically where I store all of the yarns that I purchased so far. I actually started crocheting not too long ago, and I sort of have like a yarn addiction at the moment. So you'll see that I have like this bin is like already filled to the brim or with yarn. The bottom here is also yarn as well, but this one I think is not fully filled yet. I still have some space in there. And then you will see that I have these cards here I use to actually label what color of the yarn and also where I purchased the yarn from. So in case if I want to repurchase it, I can actually just refer from here to see where did I buy it from. And I just have too many yarns at the bottom here, so I thought I would just come up with this yarn card here so that I know what color yarns that I have. And at the top here, this one is just like a yarn bag that I use because I'm not always crocheting in this room. I'm sometimes I'm crocheting in the living room, or I'm crocheting in bed. So I have this yarn bag for that, so that I can store all the yarns that I'm working on for the project, and then I just bring it around with me. And then last but not least is this area here, which I don't think I showed it even in my before video, but this has always been here. This is the only section I would say that I did not change in my whole craft room. This actually remained the same. I just have my printer here and also my Cricut. And then inside here, basically, I have like some wax sealing items that I used to purchase in the past. And then like some scrap papers here. And then on the other side, this one, I actually just store like my punchers and things like that. And then here, I basically have my packaging with materials for my shop. So that is all for the storage area here. And then at the top here, I have like some sticker sheets left over for my shop that I have here. And then this one is actually, I'm using this to block my granny squares. I actually got this for free. Someone was giving this away for free in the past. I think it's like it's a weaver set. It's actually a weaver set, but I use it to block out my granny squares for that. So this worked out great for that, but that's basically all I have at the top section here. So just to show you a before after of how the room looks like before versus now. I know this style is not the typical kind of craft room where most of the furnitures are whites or in the pine wood color, but I went with this color scheme mainly because this existing table that I have was already black, and I felt like the pine wood color wouldn't really complement the table very well. but I guess in a way the color scheme now actually matches with the rest of my house as well, which is mostly mahoganies and blacks. So I don't think I regret staining all of this in a slightly darker wood color. But there's probably one thing that I might regret, but that is for my future self to worry. And that is if I want to add another cabinet in the future. um I'll have to go through the trouble of staining the pine wood all over again, which is not fun, to be honest. But I guess that's for my future self to worry. So yeah. And so I guess this wraps up my craft room makeover. For those of you who made it until the end of this video, thank you so much. I will also link the part 1 of this video in my description box below in case if you haven't watched it yet. Also, if you guys like this video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!